So this is funny. So Corey and Hannah come out. They're going to be working on our horse stalls. And Hannah has found a friend in Buc-ee's. And she's actually found such a good friend that she's sharing her coffee.
You're a better woman than me.
Now that, we should make this
I don't have a lot
known.
of choice.
Everyone needs to know that that is French vanilla, folks. So I'm not the only one that likes it around here. Jamie gives me a hard time because that's a girly thing to drink French vanilla coffee. But it's not that girly if our alpha male Buc-ee's can do it. No, a lot of people have seen videos of this hay barn with, I think you saw it with Lex riding around on his new hoverboard. You saw another video where I was doing something and you saw it in the background. And I haven't addressed it yet, and I'm so sorry, but I was trying to wait and bring it to you when it was all finished. I really wanted to surprise you. So a lot of folks have been asking about the new hay barn, and I haven't wanted to bring you a video about this thing yet because we have more that we're going to work on that I wanted to be a surprise. And I kind of wanted to bring it all to you in one video. But I will say this, that our goal of getting our hay moved indoors and out of the weather is going to be great. I have 22 rolls of hay stacked here, and we only go through about 40 rolls of hay a year. So that means even if my hay extends out to about here, is what I'm thinking. Even if it comes to here, that still gives me a lot of space to park my tractor and, you know, my tractor accessories and other stuff. Folks, I'm so excited about what we're going to do over on this side and over on this far side. We have a guy coming out this morning, and he's going to measure and give us an estimate on what it's going to cost to get us some horse stalls, some really nice horse stalls. So that's one thing that we're going to work on. We're going to save a little bit of money for that. We have an idea of what it's going to cost, but we want it to look nice. And so what we're going to have happen is we still have to save a little bit of more money and have metal put on the sides. When we priced the barn, we did not quite have enough to have metal down the sides. So we still have metal to go along the sides, this side and the far side. And then the stalls, folks, are going to be really awesome. It was going to be 5 by 12. But a lot of folks says, nope, that's not big enough. Make it 10 by 12 and you're looking good. So what we're going to do is have this 10 by 12 section over here become one horse stall, and there'll be a sliding door somewhere along the front to have that horse be led in and out of. We will have a second horse stall right over here in this 10 by 12 section with a sliding door to have that horse pulled out of. Now, where that stall wall comes across here, all of this will be opened and to allow any of the animals, the ones that get along, the donkeys, the cows, they have all of this space. They can come in out of the weather. Remember, there'll be a back wall on here, which will avoid any kind of rain or wind blowing through this way. We'll have a front wall along here so they can't be coming into the hay part of the barn. And all this will be an open space. We're going to do that exact same thing over on this side. That back wall will be closed off. That will prevent that cold north wind from blowing in. There'll be no rain blowing in. And so we're really excited about it. And then just like on the other side, all of this will be open. So we have this section, which is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet by 12. 30 by 12 here, which is covered. We have another 30 by 12 over here, which will be covered. And then, of course, we will have our inside barn section, which is all we have now. We'll still have this 24 by 24 section in here. for our babies to come into in you know, inclement weather, bad weather, rain or cold. Hi guys, are y'all freezing? So we had a cold front come in last night. Now these guys, they have a little 24 by 24 section here also, and they're fine. They all get in here together. They get along so well. Even Ringo can be sweet when he knows it's bad weather. The pigs, the alpaca. So we have different ideas for these guys. You know, we want our babies to have a place to come and at least get out of the sun, at least get out of the wind, out of the rain. And so if once we get our barn finished over there, the hay, we call it the hay barn. But it's going to be so much more than just hay. Like I say, we'll have a place for all 3 of our horses to come. And then we'll have a 4th one if we ever acquire an additional horse along the way. Or if we have an animal that needs to be stalled or quarantined or anything else. So we're very excited about it. Because, you know, it was only because of you folks that this has even been possible. There is no way in the world Jamie and I could have ever afforded to have this thing built this year. With everything else that we've done and going on. So I wanted to surprise you. I know that sounds dumb, but I wanted it to come to you as a surprise. But I'm reading in the comments, a lot of folks are noticing it and wondering why I haven't talked about it. And so fine, there I've talked about it. Lastly, people... There are so many folks with really good eyes. You've also said, hey, what happened to that fence behind the hay barn? I made a video out here recently of me doing some stuff, and I slipped and let a little bit of this picture get in there, and people saw it right away. So what happened over here was Lester did not really gauge very well what's going on. So when I take the tractor and I put these rolls of hay up top, I went a little too far back with one, and it tumbled over the backside. It broke my fence. The hay got lodged back here because at this point, this roll of hay here was supposed to be up there. I'd already had stacked all of these on the bottom. I'd already stacked all of these in the middle group. And so I was stacking this 3rd row way up top, and I went a little too far back. When I let it drop, it rolled all the way down, and it lodged itself between here. I wanted to keep a walkway through here. I wanted to keep a walkway through here so that, you know, the kids can walk around. I can walk around. I could keep it where the rain doesn't blow in. If we do have the rain blowing out of the west. And I wanted to have a little bit of space. And I don't want this hay right along the fence where the animals can eat at it, you know, all year long. So that was my reasoning behind that. But yeah, that was just a Lester slip up. No, that's not on video. Well, until now. Because some things you just don't want a video. You know, I don't want you to think I'm a total screw up. This hay crop, it's too late for this hay crop. It's already gotten wet. You can see signs of mildew, mold. The cows won't eat that. The cows are never going to eat that part. But the hay in the middle, this is great hay. Let me back up a little bit. This is all still really good hay. And so what ends up happening is the part of the hay that's left uneaten, I end up piling it into big mounds like that over there. And that's a lot of wasted hay. And folks, I'm excited to say that this is the last time you'll see that much wasted hay. Next year, with next year's hay crop, because the hay will stay nice and dry all year long, and it will not have a chance to mold and mildew, you won't see that kind of waste anymore. And so this barn, over time, will pay for itself. Anyway, so I guess to end the video, I just want to say thank you, folks. I want to thank you so much for all of the blessings of this year. And those blessings are from everything from watching the videos, liking, hitting that like button on a video, sharing that video, commenting on a video, because all of those things, folks, help Facebook and YouTube promote your video. And then whenever they promote your video, more folks are able to see, and the word gets out of this little farm, this little dumb farmer here in Texas, you know, and his story and the things that we're trying to do here with these animals. And then, of course, thank you to the folks who actually go by and donate to the page, you know, through Facebook or through the .com. I know there's thousands of charities out there, things you could spend your money on. You know, sick people, poor people, you know, those that are hungry. And many of you choose us. You know, you choose to send your, you know, a few dollars to us every month, and that money adds up. And Jamie and I make it a goal. It's, you know, we have a plan of where that money needs to be spent. And so things like this, like I said, with my teaching job and Jamie's job, this would have never happened, or not anytime in the near future. And here we are in less than 2 years, the Sanctuary page, less than 2 years of starting the nonprofit, and we already have this structure. And it's going to serve us for years and years and years to come. I say us, but it's going to serve these animals. Having that big pond dug up front is going to serve these animals for years and years to come. Having the roof over that barn. 3 huge jobs that were done in this year. And so I don't really have the words. Lester, for as much as I ramble on, I cannot find the words to tell you how blessed we are that you've come across our videos and that you've stuck around and you've watched them and you've liked them and you've shared them on YouTube. You subscribe to the page. You like the videos. You share. It's just, it's huge, folks. It's huge. And our page is still growing. And we have made it our mission to continue to find ways to bring you more of the things that you love in these babies. And we'll try to capture their antics and capture those funny moments, capture the good, the bad, and the ugly, because you deserve that. And with that being said, I guess I will end this video. For a guy that can ramble on and on and on, I can't find many words besides just thank you. So thank you. You know he's blind in his right eye over here. So you're not going to drink that now, are you? You'll need another cup?
No, it's all for him.
That is the funniest thing ever. So Corey and Hannah are coming out on a really nasty day. And they've been doing some measuring. And they're going to help us with our horse stalls. We looked at the ones they sell at Tractor Supply. Guys, I'm going to be honest. They're really flimsy. No disrespect to Tractor Supply. Because Tractor Supply, that's where we get all of our feeds from. But the horse panels that they sell, that you build yourself into horse stalls, are very flimsy. And we wanted to do something a little bit nicer. So we didn't want to build something that's not going to last. And so since the structure here is going to be here for years and years and years, let me put my coffee down, we wanted to build some nice stalls. And so that's what Corey does for a living. Him and his wife, they run a company out of Cleveland, which is Cleveland, Texas, which is local. That's right down the road from here. And they build horse stalls. And so they've come out. This is his second visit to give us some numbers and some stuff. And I feel bad because the first numbers he sent were a little out of our range. So we kind of said thank you, but no thank you. And then Corey goes, this is a funny story. I'm going to tell this story. I'm going to tell this story in front of Corey and his wife. So Corey goes home and he tells his wife that he just left the sanctuary and he's blah, blah, blah. And his wife goes, wait, I follow that page. I've been following them for about 3 years now. So she starts talking to him a little bit about the page. He starts watching a few videos. And it's cute because all of a sudden Corey says, you know what? Let me get back out there and work with these folks. And I says, Corey, we're not looking for any freebies. You know, we're not the kind of folks who are looking for freebies. And he says, Lester, I'm not giving you a freebie. He goes, the way I see it, I'm just giving back. And I love that about people, folks. I just love that about people. in general. So his wife has been following the page since the beginning. She showed Corey some of the videos, and now he's just excited to be a part of all of this. And so, anyway, they've come out and they're loving on all the babies now. And he has some really neat ideas, folks. He has some really neat ideas. So, yeah, we're excited about it. All right, folks, we've worked our way into the barn. Hannah has a soft spot for Big Trudy, and she's come in to give it a little love. Everyone's freaking out because they all want some loving. And, but no, Hannah is saying Big Trudy deserves a little belly rub. And she just laid right down for her. Everyone else wants Daddy to love them. I know. I got my camera light on so all their eyes are glowing. Ringo, be sweet. Don't make them go in the rain. Ringo. He just ran them out into the rain. Don't do it, Tim. Hey, you can rub his tummy too. He'll take it. He's too late now. There he goes. Of course, Cornholio is trying to say hi to Hannah in his own special way. Yeah, he has a special way with the ladies. He likes to give back massages.